Hey guys, it's Charlie. It's February 17th, Wednesday, and I told you on the video last night that there was supposed to be some kind of military exercise in my neighborhood, and I just kind of want to give you an idea of what my neighborhood's like. I mean, it's your basic, you know, family homes and residential. I mean, it's just your basic subdivision. We do have a big park right here, and oh look, what the hell do we have here? Huh. Few civilian vehicles is what the guy on the phone told me last night. Wow. This is unbelievable. We got a big tent set up. Hey guys, let's just give you an idea of where these guys are at in relationship to my house. I mean, it's right at the corner of my property. A big tent set up, about 4 vehicles there. I'll try to get some better footage for you. Stop. What's the matter, Trix? Stop. Stop it. Knock it off. Sorry, guys. Stop. Hey guys, that's what I saw when I came home today. Uh, they gave me notice yesterday saying they were going to have an exercise, and today they were here. And, it literally was right on my property. I mean, my front yard ended, the big park began, and their tent and equipment was sitting right there on the boundary line. They had to walk down the street right in front of my house to go to the house they were using in their exercise. And one interesting thing happened was right after where you saw my dog going crazy at those guys in their chemical suits. One of the guys came up and talked to me, one of the guardsmen, and he was a really super nice guy. He was more than willing to explain what they were doing, and he told me the story, the scenario that they were playing out. And basically, it started this morning in their scenario, their exercise. They were called to the airport because a person was showing symptoms of a chemical attack or some kind of chemical agent. And so they went to the airport starting first thing this morning. That was location 1 for their exercise. And they had discovered a person that had been exposed to atropine. Now, apparently they test, they use their equipment and say, okay, well, it's atropine. So now they're following protocol to try to find out where this atropine came from. And that led them to where the guy lived in this scenario, which was the block that I lived on, or in the exercise. So that led him from location 1 was the airport, location 2 was out here by my house, and then the testing of the the different testing that took place. Apparently over the next 3 hours, they were going in and out of that house doing simulated testing for chemical, biological agents. And they determined that it was atropine, and that in this exercise, the wife of the individual who was sick was putting atropine into his syringes because he was a diabetic and she was trying to kill him. And so that was the whole premise of the exercise. That's what the guys were out here doing. And I thought, when he got done telling me that story, I said, well, I know what atropine is, because when I was in the Army, you were issued a gas mask, and in that gas mask there's a kit, 2 syringes, automatic spring-loaded syringes, and if you're exposed to chemical agents, you're supposed to jab one of them in your leg. It's atropine, and then the other one's 2-pan. You shoot that into your leg. Atropine makes your heart go insane, crazy, and it keeps you alive. And the 2-pan, I guess, counteracts the effects of atropine. So, I said, is that the same atropine that's in the gas mask kits? And he said, yeah. And then, so I asked him, well, what you just described kind of sounds like a civil matter for local police or sheriff or something. And he said, yeah, they're tasked to help, upon request. And the name of the unit is a Civil Support Unit. They're National Guard, Civil Support. And they're trained in exactly what they were doing, testing for chemical, nuclear, weapons of mass destruction. That's what they do. So I think it went a long way in proving the people who are coming out on YouTube and in other internet sites saying that the local police are being federalized. I think this goes a long way in proving just that. Here you have military personnel, in military uniforms, who are training in a homicide type case. It's something out of Law and Order, a wife trying to kill her husband with a chemical, and they're coming out to handle the problem. I then followed up by asking him, has his unit ever been deployed to anywhere, Iraq, Afghanistan, any place like that? And he said, no, they're not. He's full-time National Guard, and they're state and federal only. They're not training to go overseas, or they don't go overseas. What they're training for and what their mission is going to happen within the border of the United States, which is very, surreal. He's talking about this unit's mission is to be doing things like they were doing today in real life, but that are going to happen here in the U.S. And here they are out training for something cataclysmic that could happen in the U.S. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I thought it was a little bit, honestly, to see it this close, literally in my face, in my front yard, was very surreal. But hope you enjoyed it. That's all I got.